In this video, we're going to talk about Bngo Genomics, trading under the symbol Bngo. We have covered the stock a number of times ever since its name was picked up in a tweet made by ARK, this famous ETF managed by Cathie Wood. Its popularity grows from the fact that the company seems to be well positioned in the sector of genomics, with its tests being more efficient and cheaper than the competition, and the fact that, let's be honest, it was the magical year of 2020, where everything, for the best or worst, could happen. It also puts the spotlight on the profile of a company that, unlike many other growth stocks, didn't necessarily have a glossy surface and decided to take the road of solid fundamentals with it and was recognized for its research excellency by the scientific community, which gave it a lot of credibility in the eyes of investors as well. That is how the stock's initial rose can be explained, which, by the way, allowed the company to remain listed in the Nasdaq. This was very important for the company because it shows that the stock has enough value to remain in one of the most prestigious exchanges in the world and would keep attracting a lot of investors. But what happened afterward cooled up the red-hot market of 2020. Around February of 2021, the market participants realized that the whole market seems to be overbought and then decided to dump their shares altogether. The massive sell-off is now over, and the shares of Bngo Genomics are being supported at around $5.50 for quite some time. Because even if the market believes that it should no longer go lower, various elements suggest that the global market is in an uncertain place. And usually that means that it's not the best timing to start investing in risks again. The other thing that is interesting about the price action of Bngo Genomics is that, historically speaking, it is still located at a relatively reasonable place, well within the current limits of where the company stands, and may grow to much higher levels within the foreseeable future. As we know, genomics is an area of medical studies that is relatively untapped and may be able to tackle a lot of health problems that are currently deemed as untreatable and uncurable. This is where this field is giving a lot of people hope, and this is also why I believe that Bngo Genomics has a bright future ahead of it. On the other hand, perhaps now is a good time to address the timing at which many traders bought Bngo Genomics shares to begin with. Many of us bought it when the stock has been hyped up, when the market was becoming increasingly optimistic, or shall we say overly optimistic, even blindly so. More importantly, a lot of retail investors decided to dedicate a significant chunk of their capital to Bngo Genomics, which puts a lot of pressure on the company's stock and on themselves. In my case, as of the making of the video, my Bngo Genomics shares make up of less than 1% of my portfolio. That's why I could afford to keep waiting and not to be bothered by the fluctuations. This is also why I was able to tolerate the position losing 45 to 50% of its value over the past few months without abandoning the stock per se. Because frankly, I like its fundamentals, and I don't think that the short-term price fluctuations should matter that much. And once again, this is also why risk control is very crucial for your portfolio and your mindset when trading those stocks. One example that, although it doesn't really fit the profile of Bngo Genomics, is my position in Palantir, or even Lucid Motors. I am able to wait for almost 6 months for those positions to slowly recoup back from where I bought them, because my exposure is well below my tolerance level, and this is why I have enough space to let them grow back to where they used to be and beyond. The bottom line is, the stock is currently going flat and may be trading like this or even go lower, but I believe that in the long term, its future remains bright. And this is why I would recommend to buy some Bngo Genomics shares if your total exposure of the stock is below 3% of the portfolio. Thank you for watching. If you like my content, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel.